Alright, so someone needs to help me out in the comments. I am 100% positive that there is a scene with Robert, who, if you don't remember, is the original character model for Ari, as well as the gang leader, etc. thing. That's the research lab, which actually I need to make a donation to. But, probably gone to work yet. I know for a fact, I keep thinking it's this door that we go into, and Robert's there, and he has a few lines of dialogue. Yet, the door is always locked as far as I'm concerned, and it's very, very annoying. Did you see that? Gee, I never thought. What, you don't know what I'm talking about? You didn't see it. Oh, what a shame. You didn't get to see it. Person who saw something. Well, I mean, that is accurate, isn't it? So yeah, help me out. I'm almost positive Robert is supposed to show up in that building that I'm looking at right now. But he never does, and I can never find a way to get into that building. I don't know if it's a timing thing or what. But it always pisses me off, because I'm, like, nearly 100% positive. It might be, actually... I think there might be one later part that I can check. But we'll get to that, won't we? Right now we need to head to the sewers, back to where we first showed up. I know Maggie and her dad, don't go that way. I want to speak of Maggie and her father. Cutscene every time. But yes, all the characters are sort of kind of tropey, but they're fun kind of tropes. Rosalind's proud but a little foolish. Marlene is, likes you, but very bossy. Kiesling's the sort of out there, wacky scientist. This is Maggie. Oh, there's a cutscene here. It's been a while, I'm doing great. I wasn't aware this happened, actually. I rarely check up on Maggie. Now people know me as Maggie the Beautiful Gangster. I'm the idol of Madrill. Little girls are so cute, she calls herself a teen idol. You look fairly good looking, so when you grow older, maybe you can be a real teen idol like me. Linda. Who are you, ma'am? Ma'am! This lady here is Linda. She's a famous teen idol, you see. You? I thought you had finally just started... burgeoning. What? Burgeoning. Alright, looking this up. That's a new word for me. I have notifications on YouTube. We're learning with token. Burgeon. I'm spelling it completely wrong. Burgeoning. Burgeoning meaning. Pronunciation might also. To put forth new buds, leaves, or greenery, sprouts. What? Begin to blossom. Oh. Oh. Developing, as it were. Well then. Virginian. I got nothing. No, for God's sakes. Spam comments. And a new subscriber. Thank you so much to Rylan H. Mangum for subscribing to me on YouTube as I was recording this. That's how you get called out. If I happen to notice you subscribed while I'm fucking recording, I'll call you out. Anyways. But your fall sure came fast. Ah, developing as in gaining popularity. Why you all for this brat of bloody sacred? Jesus Christ, Linda! Calm down, Linda. She's only a child. Certainly no match for you. I know what this is. This is what they call a hysterical fit, isn't it? Wow! Holy shit! Ah! Now I need to look up that word. Linda! Is it potpourri? I think that is potpourri. Potpourri... Yeah, it's potpourri. Okay, I just wasn't aware it was spelled that way. I'm going to hang you upside down in the shade and make potpourri out of you. Holy crap, Linda! Back at you in spades. Pick on me and I'll fight back. Or I'm no member... Look, Maggie. You haven't seen the second finale, but holy shit. Go for it, you are a terrible father. Maggie, Linda, now cut it out. Rosalind. Knock it off, you're being totally stupid fighting over such silly things. All this talk about teen idols and beautiful gangsters, you worry much more about what people call you than how you carry yourselves. Yes, ma'am. Ah, come on, don't stop me, it was just getting interesting. She would have murdered your daughter, alright? Look, I'll go ahead and say, if you're really unwilling to look back at the second playthrough finale, fucking the final boss goddamn walks right up to her and punches her repeatedly, does a ton of moves, smashing attacks, hits her with powerful magic. It does 1 damage to her. A solid 1. Okay? What kind of father are you anyway, getting drunk in broad daylight? You're so inept that you can't even stop your own daughter from getting into a fight? Take it upon myself to slice your alcoholic-soaked heart in two, do you understand? Now sober up, stand up straight, you got it? Yes, ma'am. Come on, I guess I got a little too excited, how unlike me. Shall we get going, then? Jesus. Ugh. Jeez. Just like my wait life, come back to life, and think I'm in love. Well, I know the feeling. Although I am starting to, see Linda in a completely new light. Linda's psychotic. I made an affinity chart for these characters a while back as a joke, and I put her as chaotic evil because she didn't really belong anywhere else. Or, everyone else had already filled up, I guess. And, you know, I simply put the whole brainwashing thing as a result. But, I'm starting to think I made the right choice. This is the sewer office. Every time I play this game, I discover something new. In this game, it was, Tumblr introduced Kiesling up in the rafters, as it were, but, of the hotel. But, yeah, that was a new one on me. I think when I played with Kaida, the thing I discovered was, if you go to the Gear Freak's house in Madril, they tell you to go to, there's a cutscene, and they mention going up to the, research laboratory is where you progress the plot. Deja yuck. Yes, quite. I'm reading some in the middle of a story. That and that particular dialogue's unimportant. Although we are quite the crew, aren't we? Is it? Here, this is where we fought the Cerebral King. Look at that slave. Something's there, Servantari. There, it seems you can go further. Oh, that is true. Why did we not notice it when we were here before? Well, it was sealed off. Seems odd that we overlooked it, or did it open up later? It did! And I believe I mentioned a grinding spot earlier in one of my videos. This is it. Pretty much if you come here after... I suppose technically you can come here as soon as you beat the Cerebral King, but all of the ghosts and shit are scaled to the level I am at currently, and not the levels I was before. So, honestly, it probably means death if you come here immediately. Normally people come here... I say normally. This is a very good grind spot because you can sort of just muddle through with this particular restore all your health and shit device after you beat the Chairman Evil King. It's a very nice grinding spot. Before that, and you'll probably end up getting killed more often than not. I mean, it could work. I should save. But, yeah, once you beat the Chairman Evil King, this is probably a nice place to come and grind. And, you know, it's close enough by. Who knows, I might do it. Speedrunner tech, we'll see. A lot of their tactics involve Ari just not getting hit. Oh, yes, this puzzle. Alright, I don't think any spirits spawn here, but this puzzle is simple enough. Bam! And that is all we can do for right now, because in order to turn certain floor tiles, we need gears. Make a good blood sacrifice for the war gods. Hang her upside down and turn her into potpourri. Linda's a fucking psycho. And I'm guessing is probably, if Kaida does end up watching... Well, I'm going to tell her Linda said that anyways. Kaida and Linda are quickly going to become kindred spirits, I guess. As Kaida rather likes Stan. That was a lot of doors that opened up. This, by the way, would be my least favorite dungeon were it not for the next dungeon. Which really says something about the next dungeon, doesn't it? Ah, yes. I probably should equip Linda with that dodgery dude thing. Because Linda... Omni Concert. Singing slows down enemy moves, it affects all of them. That's worth doing, honestly, in groups. And I'll probably use it on the next boss fight. But, yeah, she's not the best when it comes to offense. She's more... Oh, shit, I need to combine. Whoops. Let's see what I mean here. Yeah, it was 32 damage total. With the one guy who isn't weak to lightning. Bravo. She's more of a magic user, and she does get some offensive spells. So I'm looking forward to when she levels up and gets those. Although I'm also looking forward to when she levels up and gets her healing spells. Because she uses party healing rather than single healing. And I'd rather have Ari using his offensive spells. Although I suppose they can, if they really need to, pull double duty. Or swap roles. I can't imagine why they would ever need to. Yes, now I can't wait to tell Kaida about, the... Turns out Linda is actually a psycho. And if I do make any changes to my affinity sheet, it's going to be the direct quote from her, "She'll make a good blood sacrifice to the war god." Because she dare call her old. Or, you know, made fun of the fact that, she lost her fame very quickly. For what it's worth, oh, figs. I suppose I can link it, but that would require posting it. If you want to see the affinity chart I made, I also did that McDonald's chart for them. I'll go ahead and say the alignments right here. Because I can just pull that up on my other monitor while I'm playing. Beauties of having multiple monitors, kinda. I put Rosalind as lawful good on the argument that she's going on about how she's the great hero and the royal defender and such. I put Marlene as neutral good because she wants to defeat the evil kings and subjugate them and such and all that, bring peace to the land, etc., etc. But, yeah, she also likes bossing Ari around. So I will defeat the evil kings, but first fetch me tea, my servant. But a character we haven't met yet, but if you know the game, you know who this will be, as Chaotic Good, on the grounds that he seeks only the truth, and as long as the goals align, he will aid you. So, that might be more of a neutral thing. I don't know. Well, he's not trying to be malicious. He's just sort of looking for the truth. His own sort of, he accepts his lot in life. He's looking for his place in the world. He follows the rules, but, has his own agenda, and therefore I put him as chaotic good. That's a very chaotic good sort of mindset. Follows the rules, but has their own agenda. That might be how I, explain chaotic good, if anyone needs it. Lawful neutral, I put Kiesling, because he's purely here to study ghosts, and he's following us around, but, he seems like he would be willing to sacrifice us, and he's aiding Stan, because, you know, he sees Stan as an interesting research subject, when, in fact, the world is at risk, although he is also following us around because he has a crush on Rosalind. Ari is true neutral, because he just doesn't care. In fact, one of his quotes is, "I'm hungry, can we go eat?" when Rosalind and Stan are bickering. I rather like that quote. Big Bull I put as chaotic neutral, because his whole mindset is that he'll fight everyone just to prove that he is the strongest. That's a very chaotic neutrally sort of attitude to have. Stan is lawful evil, because he keeps insisting he is the one and true evil king, and all pretenders will be subjugated. James the Butler is neutral evil, because, well, he's working for Stan, but he also rather likes omelets and going on dates and such. It's really just a paying gig. But he puts his all into it. He's the evil butler, James. It's a pleasure to meet you. And Linda is chaotic evil, which I listed as she will become famous even if she has to brainwash everyone. But now it, you know, also concerns blood gods and sacrifices. I'm sorry, war gods and sacrifices of blood. Like, holy shit, Linda. You mad woman. Yes, a small part of me is incredibly attracted to her now. But, yeah, she's still kind of a ditz, is the problem. The much larger, sensible parts of me are, more attracted to Rosalind and Marlene. Rosalind's a bit of a ditz, but, oh, who doesn't like a little bit of ditziness in girls? In people, in general. It's a bit endearing, I find. I play it up a bit, but, yeah, I think ditziness sort of endears people to each other. Not harmful ditziness, just sort of adorably, oh, you. Ditzy's probably the wrong word. Quirky is a better word. Rosalind has quirks. Marlene has quirks. Linda's a ditz. That's a better way of phrasing it. Yes, I like quirks in girls. I like girls who, while I'm in the middle of a tangent of bad jokes, will sigh heavily because they're tired of this, make a disgusted noise, that sort of thing. Or just sort of play it off like, yeah, you done? Got it out of your system? Good. Now let's focus back up on the issue at hand here. But, of course, they're not afraid to make jokes of their own. It's always difficult trying to explain exactly the sort of mindset I like, because I know what I like and it's hard to put it exactly into words, you know? But, okay, there it is. I just like women that are comfortable enough around me to be themselves. In Linda's case, if herself... Jesus, I hate this thing. Just hit it, somebody. That's like the asshole version of the seaweed we saw earlier. Massively high defense, but basically no HP still. But, yes, much higher dodge rate, so... pretty much you get some solid hits on it. I've been running around this place for quite a bit, unable to find this stupid last urn. Ugh. I don't think it opened up. You buzzile. Figs. Ah, you again. Yes, if who yourself is a ditz, that's fine. Provided it's a Linda kind of ditz, I suppose. Maybe not relationship, but certainly friends with Linda. Yeah, I was even Rosalind's strong attack and then only did one. Yes, girls who are comfortable enough with the fact that I make stupid comments and jokes, but they still find me a friend. That is the sort of girl I like to have around in my life. That's the sort of person I like to have around in my life. I say stupid shit. If you're smart enough to acknowledge that I say stupid shit, most of the time I don't mean, I should generally just be ignored or treated like I'm being an idiot. Not obviously like, oh, you're an idiot, let me explain why you're wrong. White cat jewel. I don't know what that does. Certainly not a black cat jewel, which is what I need at a certain point. Is it this way? This is an area that's locked off. Go, figs. Who are we missing? Might be over that way. Let's check. Ah! You! You're a sneaky devil, aren't you? You know what I mean when I say treated like an idiot. Not like, oh my god, he's an idiot, everyone just ignore him, his opinion doesn't matter. It's more, stop being a fucking moron, trying to be funny, make yourself serious. Linda defended there. Even now while I'm explaining the kind of girl I like, I'm being an idiot. I'm stumbling over my words, probably contradicting myself at certain points. But, Let's just say smart women who can appreciate a stupid joke, but can keep me from being a complete ponce my entire life.